Good morning. I'm Dr. Bharat Sharma, Assistant Professor, Department of Pathology, Faculty of Homeopathic Science, Jyoti Vidyapeeth Women's University. Today's topic is peptic ulcer. What is ulcer? An ulcer is a discontinuity or break in a bodily membrane that impedes the organ of which that membrane is a part from continuing its normal functions. Types of ulcers. First is peptic ulcer. Peptic ulcer is further divided into esophageal ulcer, duodenal ulcer, gastric ulcer. And other type of ulcers are pressure ulcers, genital ulcers, ulcerative dermatitis, anal fissures, diabetic foot ulcers, corneal ulcers, mouth ulcers, venous ulcers, stress ulcers, ulcerative sarcoidosis, ulcerative lichen planus, ulcerative colitis, and ulcerative dispositions. Now, peptic ulcer or peptic ulcer disease (PUD). Peptic ulcers are the areas of degeneration and necrosis of gastrointestinal mucosa exposed to acid peptic secretions, though they can occur at any level of alimentary tract that is exposed to hydrochloric acid and pepsin. They mostly occur commonly on 98 to 99% in either the duodenum or the stomach in the ratio of 4:1. Site of peptic ulcers. Duodenum is 80%, stomach is 19%, duodenum and stomach both are 4%, gastroesophageal junction is 1%, and Meckel's diverticulum is 1%. Acid peptic ulcers. Acute peptic ulcers or stress ulcers are multiple small mucosal erosions seen most commonly in the stomach, but occasionally involving the duodenum. Types of acid peptic ulcers. First is Cushing ulcers, gastric, duodenal, or esophageal ulcer arising in patient with intracranial injury or operations, or curling ulcers, which occurring mostly in the proximal duodenum and associated with severe burn and trauma. Now, etiology. Psychological stress is most common, then physiological stress, as in the following, like shock, severe trauma, septicemia, extensive burn, intracranial lesions, drug intake like aspirin, steroid, or local irritants like alcohol, smoking, and coffee. Pathogenesis of peptic ulcers. The possible hypothesis for genesis of stress ulcers as under. First is ischemic hypoxic injury to the mucosal cell, and second is depletion of gastric mucosa barrier, rendering the mucosa susceptible to attack by acid peptic secretions. Now, chronic peptic ulcer or gastric or duodenal ulcer. First is gastric ulcer. A gastric ulcer is a sore that is on the inside of the stomach and the causes are infections with H. pylori or NSAIDs like aspirin, ibuprofen, diclofenac, etc. Duodenal ulcer. The peptic ulcer having a sore on the upper part of the small intestine cause are H. pylori or damaging of the lining of mucosal wall. Now difference. Duodenal ulcer and gastric ulcer. Duodenal ulcer is relieved by eating while gastric ulcer is not relieved by eating. It is relieved by vomiting or lying down. Duodenal ulcer have uncommon cases of vomiting where gastric ulcer has common condition of vomiting. Duration of duodenal ulcer is 1 to 2 months while gastric ulcer duration is in weeks. Appetite. Duodenal ulcer patient has good appetite, but gastric ulcer patient is afraid of eating due to vomiting. And weight loss is present in gastric ulcer and absent in duodenal ulcer. Bleeding ulcer. Internal bleeding is caused by a peptic ulcer which has been left untreated. Where this is happen, it is now referred to as bleeding ulcer, and it is most dangerous type of ulcer. Refractory ulcers. These are simply peptic ulcers that have not healed after at least 3 months of treatment. Etiology of peptic ulcer. The immediate cause of peptic ulcer disease is disturbance in normal protective mucosa barrier by acid pepsin resulting in digestion of the mucosa. However, in contrast to duodenal ulcer, the patients of gastric ulcer have low to normal gastric acid secretion, though true achlorhydria is responsible to stimulant nerve occur in benign gastric ulcers. Factors that are responsible for the peptic ulcer. First is H. pylori gastritis, NSAIDs induced mucosal injury, high acid pepsin secretion, high acid pepsin secretions, gastritis, other local irritants, dietary factors, psychological factors, genetic factors, hormonal factor, and miscellaneous. Pathogenesis of duodenal ulcer, hypersecretion of gastric acid, rapid emptying of stomach, and H. helicobacterus gastritis causing breakage to gastric mucosal defense and epithelial injury. These play very critical role in development of duodenal ulcer. Now, pathogenesis of gastric ulcer. The pathogenesis of gastric ulcer is mainly explained on the basis of impaired gastric mucosal defense against acid pepsin secretion. Some other features in the pathogenesis of gastric ulcers are as follows. First is hyperacidity may occur in gastric ulcers due to increased serum gastrin level in response to ingested food in an atonic stomach. And second is many patients of gastric ulcers have low to normal gastric acid levels. Ulceranogenesis is in such patient is explained on the basis of damaging influence of other factors such as gastritis, bile reflux, cigarette smoking, etc. And third is the normal protective gastric mucosa barrier against acid pepsin is deranged in gastric ulcers. Symptoms of peptic ulcer. First is abdominal pain, which is located in the epigastric area, burning in quality, occur on the empty stomach 2 to 4 hours after meal or at night or relieved by antacids. Other symptoms are perforations, bloating and abdominal fullness, nausea and vomiting, loss of appetite, weight loss, stomach obstruction, heartburn, hematemesis, melena, and deep tenderness. Now, complications. Obstruction is most obstruction is the first complication, hemorrhage is the other complication, perforation may occur, and malignant transformation occur in cases of peptic ulcers. Thank you.